Saint Seiya Soul of Gold Episode 6 review. We start off with Fodder guarding the tree and Goldsmith just dispatching them easily. Lyfia makes a plea to them to not give up their lives fruitlessly for no reason. And surprisingly, Andreas makes an announcement telepathically to all of them saying she's right. There's absolutely no point in all of you losing your lives here to the Gold Saints, so step aside and let them go in the tree. And that's what they do. And as the Gold Saints walk in, the God Warriors are like, Sir Andreas, like, why are you letting them into the tree? And, what's going on? And Andreas says that the reason why he's allowed everything so far is because he wanted to test their powers to see how strong these god cloths are. And now he knows they only last for a minute, and, they are pretty much nothing to worry about. So here, 6 Odin Saphires that have been fully charged from the Yggdrasil tree. And he gives them to the God Warriors, and all the God Warriors are like, yes, I feel the extra power of Yggdrasil. And, but one God Warrior stays behind and says, like, he's concerned because, there should be at least 10 Gold Saints, but they haven't seen the final one. And he's like, or Andreas is like, I've met the final Gold Saint already. He was the first one I met, Sagittarius Aiolos. And we have a flashback of Aiolos in the, like, Hades style, rag around, that they wear. That when they come back from the dead, they wear that rag, and he hoodie rag thing, whatever it is, and he is basically saying Andreas, representative of Odin on Earth, like actually before that we actually saw Hilda being confined, and Andreas like bowing to her in her room and saying whatever he's saying, and she's saying to him, like, you're crazy, not you're crazy, she's saying, you've locked me up, you've locked my sister up, and, like, you're, bringing about this great evil prophecy that's written in, these Asgard texts or whatever. That tree is going to do nothing but destroy the land, and he's like, nonsense, the tree will save Asgard, whatever. And he basically, I don't know if he's playing dumb in front of Hilda, or if he generally believes that he's actually, doing good for Asgard. I think it's more of like he's playing dumb in front of her and being like, he's got this grand evil scheme that's going on, hatching in his brain. Maybe someone's manipulating him, that great evil inside the tree. Maybe it's manipulating him or something. That seems to be like the most surefire bet, in my opinion. But anyway, so he goes outside in that flashback and he sees Aiolos behind him. He didn't see him. He senses him. He tries to attack him with like a cosmos blast. Aiolos isn't even there, and he's on the other side of him. And Aiolos is like, all right, if you want to do it this way, he puts on his Sagittarius cloth. He starts fighting him, and Andreas is pretty much matching Aiolos, and then like the tree vines come out from the tree. Actually, did Aiolos use? I think Aiolos used his atomic thunderbolt. I don't remember now, but if he did, that would be cool. I'm just trying to think. Did he? Because I know the tree vines or whatever are what did him in. But yeah, I don't think he did use atomic thunderbolt. But yeah, so he fought Andreas with punching and the cosmos, whatever, and then the tree, Yggdrasil's tree vines start like grabbing Aiolos from the leg and attacking whatever. And Aiolos kind of breaks free, uses like these 3 arrows together in one shot to attack, with his bow, and it doesn't work. It's blocked by the tree. And so Andreas is like, curse your fate because you met me, the first one. And Aiolos is a badass line about like how curse his fate. No, it's fortunate that he was the first one because he will, blaze a path for the. He said he will. This blow that he delivers to Andreas will be meaningful to the rest of the Gold Saints when they revive. And he shoots the arrow with all his cosmos or whatever, the dead symbol, whatever, appearing on his cheek, symbolizing that he's almost got no cosmos left. He uses all of his cosmos into one arrow. It breaks through Andreas's cosmos blast, and then right through the tree vines, and that are protecting Andreas, and then it slashes Andreas like to the side of the eye. So it doesn't go in his eye; it just like grazes him, but it leaves scars on his eye, and it flies right into the tree. And Andreas remembers this later on in the episode, thinking that could this be the reason why Yggdrasil is starting to feel a little weak? He doesn't understand what's going on. Then he thinks to himself, nah, it can't be. There's no way that arrow could have done anything to to the tree. So it seems like Aiolos planted the seed of Yggdrasil's defeat when he shot that arrow, which is really cool. And after he shot the arrow, he fell back into a ravine. So I don't think he's dead. I think he's going to be back. It doesn't look like the tree captured him or anything, because so far we've only got Milo and Aphrodite captured. And so then, the God Warrior goes and joins the other God Warriors. He accepts Andreas' reasoning, whatever. Andreas is like starting to play Cosmos chess or whatever. Literally, like has like two pieces of like a chess piece of Capricorn and a chess piece of Aries, I think it is. And it looks like he's gonna play chess or whatever with these gold saints. I don't know. Like whatever they're doing, it's like he's gonna metaphorically play a game of chess. I don't know. In any case, Lyfia talks about the legend with the seed or whatever, and how evil it is in the tree and all that, whatever came. And then she mentioned that there are 7 chambers inside Yggdrasil, and that they all need to be, there are 7 statues in these chambers, they need to be destroyed. And that's how they'll be able to reach the heart of Yggdrasil, to destroy it completely. And as you see, when she's talking, she has a spaced out moment, her eyes start glowing, so something, again, up with her, no clue what that is, right? And then the Gold Saints all go the separate ways to go to the different chambers, and Lyfia ends up being in the Chamber of the Dead. I forget what it's called, but it's where the dead come back to life, whatever. And then she starts once again spacing out and glowing and all that crap. And Dohko ends up there as well later on, and Shura ends up in the Jotunheim, which is like kind of like a Buddhist thing. Aldebaran is in the giant one. No, giant one is Jotunheim. Who is I can't think. Oh, Shura goes to like this frozen one. I'm not gonna say the names, but the frozen one where Camus is waiting for him, Aquarius Camus, and Wisdom goes to, I think, Mu. Yeah, Mu goes to Wisdom. It's the guy that did all the experimenting, the God Warrior. And, whatever. They all get their own God Warriors and opponents that are blocking them from getting the statues. And like I said, Lyfia went into the one of the dead, and she basically acts weird, and you see that, like, it looks like she's in, like, a hood as the opponent for Dohko. I don't know. It looks weird. Because you see, it looks exactly like Lyfia, I think, in this hood, and her face is in shadow and stuff. So I think that's Lyfia. I don't know if she's awakened as a part of the tree or what's going on with her. I have no idea. We see Cancer, Detahmask getting ready to leave on a journey to go to the tree. And also Andreas was watching Saga and Shaka in the epilogue coming to attack. And he's like, yeah, they can do whatever they want. They're not going to do nothing. That's pretty much it. And yeah, so that was the episode. It was a great episode. Very good. I like the powers, the cosmos, the fight between Andreas and Aiolos was good. Aiolos, LR, whatever. And Aiolos, I don't like his voice. His voice is really drastically different from the voices they've used for him before. He sounds really gruff and weird, and just not the good voice they picked for his character. But regardless, he did a pretty badass thing, setting up the defeat of Yggdrasil by shooting his arrow into it. Being the first Gold Saint to know what's going on and revive before everybody else. And, so it was pretty cool. Andreas is not really that great of a villain. I'm not really like digging his villainous personality here. The old school Saint Seiya Asgard saga, the filler, Hilda was a great villain. She was psycho. Like, she was controlled by an evil ring or whatever, but it was really cool how crazy she was. Um, and, we got Shura starting a fight with Camus, which is pretty cool. You know, not going to hold back. And it was a pretty good episode. So, yeah, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Rate the video, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and want more in the future. Thanks. Have a nice day.